making an unprecedented rule change in the Senate called the nuclear option. You've heard about that before. It limits Republicans' ability to force a vote on amendments.
Mr. President, we have to make the Senate a better place. And I think a better place is to do what was done tonight, to get rid of these dilatory amendments.
This isn't the way it's always happened. This is not the way we always operate, and we did get things accomplished. Not by trying to strangle everybody and shut everybody up.
But Senator Reid once described this nuclear option an abuse of power. Joining us now is former speechwriter for President George W. Bush, Mark Thiessen. Mark, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So, Senator Reid, what is he nervous about? What is he afraid of?
Well, what he's done, quite frankly, is he's written the death certificate for Obamacare. I mean, one of the things that differentiates the Senate from the House of Representatives is that the minority has certain rights. They can filibuster legislation, they can offer uncomfortable amendments, and the only way you can stop them under the rules of the Senate is to have a supermajority vote to cut off debate or to stop them from offering amendments. And what Reid did, in order to stop the Republicans from forcing a vote on the Obama jobs bill, which the majority of the Senate Democrats don't support the way it was originally offered, he changed the rules unilaterally by having a party line vote of just the Democrats. Now, why is that dangerous for him? Because the Republicans are poised to take back the Senate. The Democrats are defending 23 seats and Republicans are only defending 10. So Republicans are probably going to take back the Senate, but they're not going to get a supermajority. So now they don't need one anymore because Harry Reid has set the precedent that you can change the rules by a simple majority. So if we want to repeal Obamacare and we don't have 60 votes to cut off debate, guess what? Harry Reid set the precedent. We can just do it with a simple majority. So the nuclear blowback is going to be significant for the Democrats.
Yeah, it could really come back to bite him then. So the idea is to prevent embarrassment about, we would all learn then, would all understand that there are so many Democrats that are not on board when it comes to the jobs bill.
Sure. No, exactly right. I mean, look, the Republicans thought about doing this back in 2005 on actually a matter of substance, which is the Democrats were filibustering Bush's judges, stopping judges from coming to a vote. And back then, when Harry Reid was the minority leader, he declared this a terrible abuse of power, and he said it was a violation of the constitutional principles of checks and balances. Well, now that he's the majority leader, he thinks it's a perfectly normal way of doing business. But the problem is, in 2 years' time, he's probably going to be the minority leader again. And so this is when you're about to become the minority, it's really not very smart to weaken the powers of the minority.
Real quickly, Mark, how do you think this will play out?
Well, I think the Republicans could, if they wanted to, do what the Democrats threatened in 2005, which is to grind the Senate to a halt and stop all sorts of things. They probably won't do that. What they'll probably do is keep this in the back of their pocket, and when they take the majority, they can use this to repeal Obamacare, repeal defense cuts, anything on the Obama agenda that they want to repeal.
Maybe a big, giant oops down there in D.C. Hey, Mark, thanks for being with us.
Take care. Thank you.
A member of Congress telling Eric Holder it's time to go after he was tied to a scandal, maybe two.